Hi guys, it's Nathan here from Headbangers. Today we've got the boys from Tombstoner. If you haven't heard of Tombstoner, they're a death metal band from New York. They just released their new album, Rock, Stink and Rip, and it's an absolute banger of an album. Highly recommend the song Fucking Nasty because it is fucking nasty. Really great guys, really funny. Had a great chat with them. If you like the podcast and you want to support us, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening on streaming platforms, don't forget to leave us a rating because it really does help. Us also on social media, if you want to follow us there, it's Headbangers Podcast on all social media platforms except for Twitter, where it's Headbangers Pod 1. But without any further ado, here's the episode. Headbangers. Welcome back to the Headbangers Podcast, where your hosts Nathan and Brad. Here today, we're joined by the boys in Tombstoner. How are you guys doing to start off with?
I'm doing great, man. How you guys doing?
Yeah,
all right, man. You know, chilling, hanging and chilling.
Got a twisted tea.
Oh yeah,
not me, whatever.
Yeah, have some.
It's great to have you guys here. So one way that we always like to start is, what's your funniest gig or tour story that you can recall? And don't spare us of the juicy stuff.
Damn, dude. There have been some awesome gigs, like at home, but I think
you want tour like funny shit, or you want like a good like. We drove our truck into a fucking hole, and we had.
Oh, it was the last day of the cognitive tour too.
We were in Canada too, so it's not even like we were familiar with the roadside out there. We had to fucking get like 3 members from Cognitive, every member of Tombstoner, and I think like 3 other just venue staff had to literally grab the front bumper, and we all lifted while I backed the truck up out of the hole. And then we were, you watched Austin Powers when he's trying to back the truck.
Yeah.
We spent another hour trying to get because we hadn't realized we could just take the trailer off yet.
Oh,
Just
wow.
move the trailer. I made probably 97 maneuvers. That's more of an annoying funny. Like funny now that you're looking back on it, not,
Not at the time, yeah.
I remember we were on the same tour in Canada. It was like the third to last show. And we were playing this place called Windsor, and they had a fill-in guitar player. This guy Alex, cool as shit, and he was like daring me to like tell jokes and shit on stage. So I got this one kid perfect. I'm just like, "Hey, bro, you from Windsor?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You know Bofa?" He's like, "Nah." He's like, "Bofa who?" I'm like, "Both of these middle fingers." And, like the crowd started dying. That was like one of the funniest things I think I've ever done on stage. And the kid was just like,
legendary.
And then most of the days with Maul, like they were all funny, so it's not even I can really delve into those. But those are probably the notable ones.
Yeah, I mean, we also did the booze cruise down 95 South. That was our third show ever, because we started like right before the pandemic, like playing out and shit. So like we played like 4 shows, and then like the lockdowns happened. It was like, so we went. Florida was still open and shit during those days, so we were like, okay. So in like May 2021, we like gathered like 9 of our friends, and we just like drove down to Florida from New York, and that was just one of the wildest trips of our lives, dude. We just called it the booze cruise at 21, you know?
Went down with 400 beers, came back with 0.
Yeah. Went down with 400 beers, needed to buy more.
To be fair, that is really funny. The on stage one as well. That's super funny. I think one of the funniest things I've ever heard on stage was like, it was like a clip of like a Cub like can like show where he's like, I want he's just in the middle of a set. Matt just goes, I want you to send someone into guacamole and tell me what the fuck it tastes like. It just fucking killed me. It's just like, can you imagine that before a mosh part? Like.
Well, he like there was one day I forgot. I think we were in DC, and my guitar broke on stage. I plug in the backup. The backup wasn't working. I think the input jack, I needed a resolder joint or something. So I'm just standing there like, fuck! I got 2 broken guitars, so I had to sit there and undo the Floyd and tune it. And he goes, "Fuck it, start a mosh pit." No music. They did. They started a mosh pit.
The best thing about metal fans, isn't it? We'll just mosh to anything.
Yeah,
like it's dead noise, white noise.
Man. DC was rough too. That show. That was like the last tour we just did. Like, everyone was just like, I felt like a I felt like a stand-up comedian who was bombing. I was just like, I had to just come up with quick ones, dude. Just like fucking zingers and shit.
Yeah,
This shit was rough.
That turned it
People
around.
were like, hey, why don't you play something? I was like,
yeah, that was bad because I had to tune the guitar, but he saved it with the mosh pit. It was a good show.
I don't even remember what I said. It was like in the moment, you know.
That's a good improvisation, to be fair, because I feel like I would just have to run off stage and just wait till it's fixed. Because
I started like picking on
dude,
people.
I was shitting my pants because like I bring the backup guitar because I do all that crazy Floyd shit like the Dimebag crap, and like I knocked the one out of tune. And it was like the A string went out of tune, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just finish the show on a backup. You plug the backup when the back guitar don't start making noise, you're like, fuck.
Also,
Gods of metal ain't on our side today, dude.
Tuning a Floyd Rose as well on stage. Can't imagine anything worse.
No, like I completely fucked it up too because I just undid one of the lugs, tuned the one string, and locked the lug up and fine tuned it. So the entire rest of that set, my guitar, all of the string tension was fucked up because I had to do it on the fly. So like one string was like this far off the fucking board.
Oh god.
I was gonna say maybe shit in your pants, but I've actually shit my pants on stage, and tuning a Floyd is way worse.
Yeah.
Man,
No one has to know you shit yourself.
Unless you say it on air on a podcast.
We can categorically say that you're definitely not alone. From what we've learned doing this podcast, a lot of bands shit themselves on stage. I can name you about 20 bands that we spoke to that have done it.
Not only that.
There was
I've said
one
it before.
show.
Oh god.
There was one show I'm not proud to admit this. I had to pee really bad and there wasn't a lot of people there, and I was like, I'm going to take a piss, whatever. And I felt bad about it, but we saw Inhuman Condition play our hometown to like 3 people because you really can't bring big tours through this town because like no one's gonna go. But
we're sandwiched between fucking New Jersey and
like,
Brooklyn.
Yeah, people are like, it's not in Brooklyn, I'm not going. So that was awesome fucking show that no one went to. But the lead singer, the same thing I did, and I felt way better about doing that because he was like, "Fuck it, I gotta piss, play something," and they did. They played Redneck.
Oh, we got them to do the Redneck Stomp because Terry Butler's in the band. That was fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, because it was like me and Thomas were both of the crowd. So
no, the only
we were just yelling. We were just yelling Redneck Stomp, and Terry Butler just started giggling, and they just did it.
Yeah, the only crowd that was at that show is the 3 death metal bands from Staten Island. We were fucking going ape shit, dude, when they did Redneck Stomp.
On the shitting yourself thing, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I can't trust a man that's never shot himself as an adult. It happens. It happens.
No, I get
man.
at least 2 or 3 good ones a year.
Yeah, exactly, man. It happens. If someone goes, I've never shot myself as an adult, right? Your time's coming, right?
No, well, I have.
When it does happen, you're gonna
just
know.
wait for that good night of drinking,
I'll raise
dude.
you one. I'll raise you one. There are 2 types of people on this planet: those who have shit themselves as adults and openly admit that, and liars.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I see it the same way because there's no way you've gone through your entire adult life without being ill and maybe just in like one or two dodgy farts. Do you know what I
Every
mean?
adult on this planet has dotted their underwear at least one time.
Dotted. I'm talking straight up shit, dude.
Yeah, but I'm saying at least a dot. At least they farted a little too much, like little squish.
Yeah, no, man, it happens. And if anyone goes, I'm not gonna admit it, right? Admit it. I reckon if you just got everyone in the world and just ask them if you shot yourself, the fucking numbers would be staggering. The amount of people that say yes in private.
So this seems like a really good segue to get into Rotston Grip. So I heard
Songs about shitting yourself on stage.
So I heard that the concept was inspired by a day, being on an electrician's job, and the concept sparked the whole idea for a medical experiment gone wrong. Was that true? Was that what spawned the concepts, and then like everything came to place after that, including the name of the album?
The concept of the song was just us being dumb and laughing. Well, no, but the name. I was at work one day and we were this job we were on. We were like running like giant feeders through these manholes, and this giant like military field, and when we open a manhole, we'd have to like pump all the water out with like these like ridiculous like fire grade hoses. And one day there's this guy Mike on the job, and he was like, "Man, I hate these hoses. They're so cheap. First they rot, then they start stinking, and then they rip." And I was like, "Dude, you just came up with the perfect death metal song title. You don't even realize. He's like, I want royalties. I was like, you'll get them.
You ain't fucking getting them.
Well, when there's royalties to get, bro, there's no money in this shit.
Yeah, I'll give you a tip.
Yeah, I'll give you a tip. Don't eat the yellow snow.
Get the fuck out of here.
It has to be the best way that like a song name has ever been created. Though.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so funny.
dude.
Yo,
In
honestly,
everyday conversation, there's just song waiting to happen.
there's like we come up with a lot of song names too, because I name my demos like I was telling you guys before we went on. Like the demos I name stupid shit. Like, and then sometimes they stick. Like there was one, I think Sledgehammer from the last album was ham sandwich.
No. It was Sledgehammer Abortion.
Yeah, well, that was what it was named later. But ham sandwich was when I first initially wrote the track and saved it on my phone. Like, it's usually like just stupid shit. Like vials on this album, it was called vials of used denture cleaning fluid, and he liked the idea of the word vials, so we just cut the rest of it out. So.
Oh man, it's
Man,
super cool.
if
though.
you can make vials of used denture cleaning fluid catchy, I would have used it, but it's too many syllables.
Yeah, I you could draw inspiration from a lot of stupid shit.
I mean,
I
this
had,
is what drew me towards the album. Though I was like, this album name is hilarious. So I need to check these guys out, and then it was a fucking phenomenal piece of work as well. So I was like 2-1. But yeah, that's honestly what drew me towards the album was the title.
You know, guys who actually write a song called "Fucking Nasty" have definitely shit themselves.
Honestly, on fucking nasty as well. The fucking end part of fucking nasty is amazing. I dropped Brad a message when I was listening to it, going, right, this isn't even a pun, but that's fucking nasty.
that one, it's literally why we named it that. It was like they just heard it and they were like, it's fucking nasty.
Well, you know what's funny is we were actually gonna call the song "Static Fucking Nasty" because when I heard like the composition of "Fucking Nasty," I told him like, "Yo, can I please call it Fucking Nasty?" And he's like, "Sure." And then when I heard "Fucking Nasty," I was like, "Nah, that one's fucking nasty."
Yeah. Yeah, Static was the original. Like, and when I'm stupid demo, Static was the original fucking nasty. But that, like you said, your reaction just literally described why we changed it to that one.
Honestly, the end bit when that breakdown hits, I think I replayed
Which
it like
one?
20 times. It's like
Yeah,
right
that
at
song
the end,
is-
like there's like 40 seconds left in the song, and it's just like it just comes in. I think I just kept skipping. Oh man, it's so good. Yeah, it's so good because I skipped it like 3 or 4 times. I only do that if it's like a really really good breakdown. Like
Dude.
one where I'm there, like I gotta listen to that again.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that, dude. I was like, fuck it, 3 breakdowns in a row.
Oh yeah, man.
That's the best way to be though. Like so many bands go, we need to like maybe structure it a little bit. Nah, know what you are. Just fucking go for it.
Dude,
Three
Listen,
breakdowns
dude,
in
be
one.
yourself. You know.
Yo, honestly, there's a lot of times where I'm like, there's too much of that in one spot. I was like, nah, fuck it, 3 breakdowns in a row. I'm not even gonna think about this one. Fuck it, boom, done, and I did it. And everybody was like, it's perfect, let's use it.
Yeah, nobody
Everyone is-
complains about 3 breakdowns, man. You can never
What's
have
up?
too many. You can never have too many breakdowns.
No.
And that's kind of how we look at it. It's like, are we really gonna do this? Goddamn right we are. Like,
Yes. The answer is always going to be yes.
Absolutely, we're going to do that.
That's the thing. If someone doesn't do it first, right? Is it? You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna exist. So you might as well just be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it."
I'm sure
Hell
people
yeah,
have
dude.
done it, but like, I wanted to do it too.
Yeah. I mean, we're not reinventing the wheel. We're just taking the wheel and making it really
Yeah.
dumb. We're like painting it green and putting
No,
spikes
you
on
ever
it.
see those videos on Instagram? If people just use everything but a steering wheel, they'll put the steering column like they'll like use an Xbox controller and steer their car. That's what we're doing. We're
Yeah.
just using a different steering wheel.
Oh yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you whilst we're on the album as well, I'd noticed like through the album, like a lot more groovy sections were used other than in other releases. Was that like an intentional thing for you guys whilst writing it, or was it like just sort of something that happened naturally?
We usually, honestly, we just write for the music usually. Like if it calls for it, we'll just put it in there, you know? It just, I guess, there's not much of a conscious thought process. Like, yeah, I just pretty much explained to you the conscious thought process. That's the extent it goes. Fuck it, 3 breakdowns or yeah, that part sounds cool there. So it's like we usually don't overthink it. We tend to just write for the song itself. If it sounds good there, we'll try a couple different things. Whatever sounds the best, we'll just use that.
Yeah, I think too. Like at the end of like the album was like written in like two different like writing. I guess like I don't know what the word would be like moments. You know, like
Well, yeah, we
there's
there
like
was
two
like
periods of
yeah.
time. Like we started writing before we started touring, and then we started writing again after the second mall tour. So it was like before like we started going on the road and shit. We had like three or four like Reduce the Hate, Metamorphosis.
Yeah, well, Metamorphosis actually almost made it onto Victims.
Yeah, so it's like those
That's how
songs
long
were
that song's
definitely
been out.
like way more maybe thought out and technical sounding, whatever. Whereas the second one around, we were kind of just like, fuck it, let's just fucking Pantera, Sepultura, Dying Fetus, Cannibal Corpse, let's go, let's fucking jam, you know, and that's what kind of came out, you know.
I heard something that stuck with me. There's I forgot where I saw it or what article it was in or whatever, but Dime was like, yeah, they wrote they like locked themselves in a room and Vulgar was written in like a week. So like ever since I heard him say that, like it's one of my favorite fucking albums. That just that little overthinking, they just got together and just fucking did it. Like ever since that, I'm not like sitting here like we need to do a tempo change and then this, that, and the third. Like if it calls for it and it happens naturally, I'll use it. But like as soon as you start thinking too much about it, is when I think you just lose. At least what we're trying to do.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was gonna say actually, because I think like gathering from what we've talked about so far, like including some of the song names, the album title, like the way that you approach songwriting is like you don't lose the fun part of it. And there's I feel like metal can lose itself in taking itself way too seriously, and like you said, they'll overthink every single little bit, and then it kind of loses the fun element. But I feel like you guys are just doing what you love, and I think it comes across very well.
Yeah, man, it could get real tiring if you start worrying too much about sounding like this band, that band, what's in, what's out. It's like whatever, man. Like us being us is what got us where into whatever we're doing now. It's like we just keep doing what we're doing. If people decide they don't like it anymore, like whatever, we like it, you know?
Yeah, like I don't want to sound like like anything either. Like Sanguine Sugar Bog sounds like Sanguine Sugar Bog, and they're good at it. I don't want to sound like that.
Yeah, we're Tombstoner, dude.
Yeah, I'm
Like we
not
sound like
like
Tombstoner.
why would you like
Oh yeah.
I don't know like if I wanted Led Zeppelin, I'd listen to Led Zeppelin, not Greta Van Fleet. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I completely get you on that. I
Yeah.
completely get you on that. Because
Yeah,
like,
man. Like,
oh, go on.
no.
Because I was saying like too many people like, I think what's weird, like weirdly like really like messed up a lot of bands was like a lot of people started just saying, oh, only treat bands as like business, like and stuff like that. And I thought that's like really bad advice because then I noticed like when people started like kind of like seeing it that way, you saw like such a decline of actually fun bands where it's like, now I'm just making this shit because I want to hear this shit. Do you know what I mean? Like it was more people were just going, right, I need to hop on this trend.
Yeah.
Well, that was kind of like us, man. Like one of our biggest hobbies through like the early to mid 20 teens was just going to shows, man. You know, since like late high school, like all through like our early 20s, like we just go to see. Excuse me. Like whatever band was coming to town, we were there. You know, like I think in 2016, me and him saw Power Trip like 8 times in New York, Philadelphia. Like we drove up and saw them in Connecticut. Like
Speaking on your point though, Power Trip was like because like what he's saying. I don't mean to cut you off, but there's a lot of those bands like you're saying that like I feel like I witnessed them lose the fun, and I'm not gonna name names, but like bands that have been around for a long time that you've seen in this year, and then you see them again in 2 years, and in 2 years, like you see the stage performance and like the camaraderie just kind of decline as the years
Yeah.
go on as you see them. But Power Trip is fucking fun every time. They were like a nice.
yeah, it was a shame what
Got
happened.
me back
man.
into
Fucking
it.
rest in peace, Riley, man.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sure.
Like Power Trip, like with the like Riley was the guy that made me like kind of decide what I wanted to do, but like vocals for ages. I saw Riley, and I was like, right, I want to do him now. Because I didn't, I thought, like up until that point, vocals were just about like technique, being like the best guy, doing all this mad shit. Nah, as soon as I saw him come on stage and like how he acted, his entire persona, it was like, nah, it's actually just about like actually caring for that shit and being passionate and
Yeah,
like
dude,
really
it's
just
like
going like
I was always
passion trumps skill. Like not skill. Let's not go that far. But passion trumps like all the technical ability to me. Like
Mm.
you can have a dude like a gifted virtuoso just sitting there like a statue. No one's gonna get into that. Like, but you got a guy like you know, I know it's a problematic example, but Jason Newsted and James Hetfield in the '80s, and they were just like, they're never playing the most insane shit. They just went out there and fucking just ruled the fucking universe, man.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
for
Orion
sure.
was pretty insane.
Well, yeah, but I mean, not doing like Yingling.
Nah, but that's basically what point I was making before. Is like I was always into the mosh pits and stuff, you know. So my whole thing was like, I just want to go up there and like guide the pit, you know, and like make music that makes pits go wild. Like that's it.
Oh yeah,
Pit
like,
music, man.
oh yeah, like I remember, like, I can't remember who I heard it from, but someone said you should always make a breakdown by imagining what the pit looks like when you
Oh
play it.
hell yeah, man.
And
like
like
that.
I was like, that's such a good idea.
I like that.
I remember, dude, like, anytime I'd be at a fucking Lamb of God show and then, like, Randy would just put the fucking mic out and be like, now you've got something, dude. And then the whole crowd goes, something to die for. You know, it's like, that's just
That's
make
what
it
it's about.
catchy shit, get the crowd involved, you know?
Oh yeah, that stuff is just, it's just so sick to me, especially when you see like a front man that really knows what he's doing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, man.
It's intoxicating, man.
It really is. Like, you know, and it's just like there's even like local bands we've seen that I just like are immortalized in my like psyche forever, just how sick they were, you know? Like this dude Tyler Cheesecake, he used to be like the first time I saw him, he's in this band, he's in a band of Staten Island now called Torturous Inception, but I remember the first time I saw him play with this band Splattered Entrails, there was like 8 people in the crowd, but like he was like acting like he was playing to like an arena, dude. It was insane, you know? One of the funniest dudes I've seen do it too, you know? Like just wild. I don't know. I just love this shit.
Oh yeah. One thing as well, like about the album, like the feedback on it, like when we've looked at the album, like 100%, like we've not seen like a bad thing about it. Like all the feedback just looks really, really good. Obviously you're getting a lot of traction from it. Was it something that's kind of like, what's it like from your side? Was it something that's kind of taken you a bit more by surprise, or when you finished it, we kind of sat there going, oh yeah, we know it's going to do well, sort of thing?
I mean, I think every artist or every band will have somewhat of an ego, but it wasn't like, oh yeah, people are gonna love it. It was more like, oh, let's see what happens, like, because we like it, but you never know what people are gonna like and not like. But you know, I like seeing, like, there was not really anything that specifically negative about it, and I feel like we're lucky to have that be a thing, you know.
Like we've had like it's hard to describe because I didn't really know what people were gonna think of it because it's a lot different than Victims of Vile Torture, our last album. And because like in some ways it's definitely like funnier and like more catchy, but it's also like way darker and like musically and lyrically. So it's like I didn't really know what people were gonna think, but yeah, no, the reviews are. It's always nice to have nice reviews, you know, because I thought the song "Desperate Dreams" was gonna get panned and like some other things, you know, like some of the dumber things we did, I thought were gonna get panned. So I was like bracing myself, but it's only proven to be the opposite to this point. So it's pretty cool, man. You know.
Yeah, I think it's a super like fun, interactive like album, and I think if it's described one way, like it's super memorable as well. Like, you know, I still remember like every riff from this album, and like it's the replay value on it is unreal. Like I said, I mean, it's much what we've touched on before, but you know, there's a lot of releases out there, but you know, like, oh, that was cool, but like you don't really remember what went on. You just like, oh, it just sounded good, but I feel like the fact that you guys had so much fun with this, like I think it rubs off for sure.
Oh yeah, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man,
I mean,
it's cool.
because like subtly, I realize you don't do it consciously, but you realize you listen to something, you're like, oh, that's badass. And like you said, you just like subconsciously, you just never go back to it. So it's nice to hear that it's something that you'd want to return to. That's I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely putting fucking nasty on like as soon as we finish up the interview. I need to hear that shit again.
That song is dangerous for me, dude, because the Mr. Wet Socks that I told you about before we started was like it's his favorite song too, and me and him have a little bit of a alcohol problem, and it's just
They have a problem.
when
I
we-
just have a
when we-
dependency.
when we listen to that song, it tends to get a little wild. That song just makes me want to just drink. I don't know.
I'll say
And
one
shit
of the
myself.
one of the ones that I wish got more like I guess love was the last song on the album, "Leave You for Last." The spoken word part, like if I could describe to you how like hysterically me, Jesse, our other vocalist, and our producer Ben Karras were laughing when we did the spoken word part and that dumbass scream I did. Um, I don't know, dude. It was like I showed. Excuse me. First time I showed him the vocal takes after we recorded, he actually fell down laughing. Like that song was just so dumb, dude. I love it. My fault. Leave You for Last.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
I love that stuff, especially when bands like find that stuff funny as well. Because like I think that also is like a fun part of recording. Like I remember once Brad can testify this because he was filming the whole thing. But I once did demos with like one of my old bands ages ago, and our bassist got blackout drunk whilst filming it. Like, but it was so it was so like abrupt. Like this guy had just been like walked into the room, and he'd just been to like a little like pound shop, it'd be like the equivalent to like a dollar store, and he'd got like this little tiny thing of whiskey and this big bottle of Coke, and like he drank some of the Coke and then just poured the entire bottle of whiskey in there, and we're like looking at him like, what the fuck's he doing? He drank the full thing, and then like
Jesus.
halfway through, we're like, oh yeah, I've got to do the bass parts now. I was like, Lewis, where the
Man,
fuck's Lewis gone?
He literally
comes back.
looks like the guy in the zombie film that everyone knows is like infected, but no one says anything. This guy was pale white, man.
He came back and he's like, his beard was like covered in like spit, and we were there
Oh my
like,
god.
we were there like, Lewis, did you throw up? And like we forgot, but we were recording it on the mic, so there was a section in the demo that we kept in where it's like 10 minutes of us just being like, you definitely threw up. There's no way you haven't, and Lewis being like,
Nope,
nah, I'm good,
nope,
man.
not me.
I'm good.
Never
I'm
me.
good.
Someone else did it. I didn't puke. I'm not drunk.
Our guitarist got that frustrated. He was there like, fuck this, I'm going in the bathroom. I'm going to just see what happened. And he said he went into the bathroom and he said it looked like The Exorcist. Like, he said it was like on the walls, on the floor, like everywhere.
It's fucked up.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh,
I'm so sad that footage is never going to see the light of day.
Mate, I really hope I hoped for years that Brad still had it, because one of these days I'm just gonna put it out there and like tag Lewis and just be like,
Oh, I still have it. I still have it.
oh, send
It
it,
needs
please.
to see the light of day.
Yeah, you just got to do
surprise
it,
him.
man. Like,
Surprise bomb him. Surprise bomb him. Just post that and don't tell him. Just tag
Yeah,
him.
like the 10-year anniversary, just slap
Yeah,
that
man.
shit out, dude. Like, no promo, bam, here we go.
It's far enough. It's far enough into the future that Ben can't change this. Now that I'll let this see the light of day. The crumbs at the end. Sorry, compulsive rumination at the end when I do this stupid whammy bar shit, right? I break a string and you can very audibly hear it, and I left it in on purpose because I thought it was fucking hilarious. Like at the end, you hear this part that goes, and you just hear the click of the string just snap, and I was like, that is fucking staying in there. That is awesome. I broke my guitar recording that.
Some of the squeals he did on that song were so obnoxious they make me laugh, dude.
I used a whammy pedal and just I did the squeal and I just shifted it like 10 decibels, 10 octaves up.
Man. It's fucking hilarious, man. It's fucking hilarious how like you guys have done all these things just because you thought it was funny as a joke, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, this is fucking sick." It's just like,
Yeah, no.
It's just totally works there. And bands have tried like super hard, like working day and night, like, no, this needs to be perfect, this bit. And this, like, Rot Stink Rip is still better than half the shit out there. So that says a lot, man.
Well, that's a little steep, but I'll take it.
I can't really say much than that. That's opinion, man.
But I mean, I like your opinion.
Yeah, I love to hear your opinion, but don't get me in trouble, man.
No, but that was.
It's
Hey,
true,
man,
though.
you can't take it serious. Like the people that take it serious are usually just, I don't know, was the word unfulfilled, angry, mean, you know?
It's a human
It's like,
aspect. We're a bunch of fucking morons, man. I don't want that to come through on.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, when you come see us live, like we want you to drink and be stupid. Like I don't want you to sit there and be like, yeah, look how many notes I'm hitting on this solo. It's like, fuck that, dude.
Don't
Like,
analyze what I'm doing live. Just have a good time.
just lose yourself for a little while, dude. That's all I can ask. Like,
Oh yeah, like can you imagine a serious version of Sanguisuga Bog? Like
absolutely
it just
not.
won't work. It wouldn't
No, they're
work because it's
they're
like,
I know.
they're the
Yeah,
kings of the
how
funny
can a
shit,
band
dude.
that wrote a song called Dick Fillet be fucking
Dead as shit.
bro? That is one of the best, bro. I think they have like over 1 million plays on that on Spotify. Good for fucking them, bro. That song is badass. Jun, 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 bee, doo, doo.
I feel like, wait, no, serious Sanguine Sugar Bog is Frozen Soul. That's a joke. I'm kidding. I love Frozen Soul.
I also love Frozen Soul, but that is it's a good joke.
Frozen Soul's fucking bro. I saw them live too.
They're so good.
I saw them live with there was a joint headliner with them and Sanguine Sugar Bog, and then like
yeah.
Sanguine Sugar Bog comes out to this red backlight that's just like fucking badass, fun as hell. Like I got nailed. I was like trying to make sure my girlfriend didn't die, and I got nailed in the back of the skull a few times, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. And then like Frozen Soul just comes out to this ominous blue frozen fucking back drip. It was the coolest shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, dude, I was pounding shots at the bar at Vitus that night with some of my boys. Like, everyone I've ever met from playing music was at that show. And we were I was like 14 shots deep by the time Bog was off stage. I missed half of Frozen Soul's set because I was outside just trying to get some air, throwing up, eating.
Yeah, he was like your boy. Painting walls.
Yeah, I was doing The Exorcist outside St. Vitus, dude.
I mean, to be fair, like me and Nathan saw Frozen Soul at Bloodstock last year, and I don't remember a single thing, unfortunately, because I was absolutely hammered, man.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, I wasn't like hammered when we saw them, but the bassist of Frozen Soul was outside, and I was just fucking punishing the shit out of her, dude. I was like, oh, yo, whoa, like just bullshit was rolling out of my
she
mouth.
she was like, oh, thank you guys. Yo, thanks, y'all. Thanks. Can I just smoke my cigarette?
Yeah, leave me alone.
Why are you talking to me?
I should know better.
Oh yeah, Brad. Funny story about Brad and Frozen Soul. After their set, I just like because we interviewed them just before they played like Bloodstock in the UK. So like I'd ran into Chad. I was like I was talking to him for a little bit. I was like, oh, how about like we meet up later on? Like we'll go to like a Lemmy's bar. And he was like, yeah, sound. So we went to go meet him in the arena. And Brad was so blackout drunk. We ran into like Chad from Frozen Soul during the walk to where we were going to meet him. Brad's that drunk, just walked straight past him, and then just kept walking. Just kept
Took
walking.
me like 10 minutes to realize Nathan wasn't even behind me. I was like, where is he?
Like I finished up the conversation with Chad because he was like, "Oh, I've got to do some like interviews. I'll text you." I was like, "Yeah, sound." And I've got like 5 texts from Brad and then 1 missed call. And I call him back. He's like, "Where the fuck are you, babe?"
That's what shit Jamie would do.
We had a buddy named Jamie. Fucking that's some Jamie activity where he'd be like, "What the fuck? You left me here."
I was like,
"Why'd you leave me here?"
The thing is, he didn't realize I spent about half an hour being like, Brad. And after the 5th Brad, I was like, fuck it. He's on his own mission now.
He's on his own journey. You let him go.
He's exploring.
He set him free.
Yeah,
let him go.
Me and my brother.
Look at him go.
Me and my brother were drunk as shit. This was a different time we saw Frozen Soul because I go to see them every time they come around. Because why the fuck wouldn't you? And they were at the Gramercy this time, and at the Gramercy in New York, it was like downstairs is where they sell merch. But me and this butthole fucking bought these.
Oh yeah, the hockey jerseys.
The hockey jerseys they got. I can't. It'd take a lot to get that out, but like, and then we like he was wearing his and I was holding mine, and then he was walking down like there was a back, probably where the green rooms are. I've never been back there, but he comes out of this staircase. He's walking down, and me and him were like, "Hey, we just bought these," and he's like, "Cool." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then he just walked away. I was like, "All right."
And I told him how I missed half their set when they played Vitus. He was like, "Hey man, I'm glad you dug it tonight." I was like, "I really did."
Yo, the exchange was all of like 15 seconds. And
Yeah.
he was walking out, probably wanted to be left the fuck alone. Like I said, we should know better. You get off the stage all sweaty and shit. You come out, you want to just go in the green room and fuck off for like 5 minutes. You're just like, hang on.
Yeah, he was
Fuck this. You
after
got-
talking to us, he was definitely like, "I'm never fucking coming to the state again.
I'm never playing New York ever again.
Fuck this place."
Oh
To be
man,
fair,
if you guys do a tour with them, he's just like gonna be like, oh, these guys, fuck.
Oh, we were playing close to where they're from, so they like put us on their story and they put the flyer up, and I was like, Frozen Soul put my name on their story, hell yeah! And I just hope that he probably will put two and two together eventually. I don't want to be the drunk guy who was like, put it. Like, I'm good.
No, to be fair, that happens to
He
us.
probably won't.
That happens to us where like there'll be times where I'm like, we'll see a band, I'm like, they're really sick, and then like I'll be like, we should get them on the podcast, and then well, either one of us are drunk afterwards, and like one of us will say something dumb, and they're like, that's blowing out the fucking water, then, ain't it? Like the morning after. So,
Dude, there was- we had seen Cannibal and Morbid. It's funny enough.
God.
Funny enough, this was actually the show that we were all at that we decided to start our band, Tombstoner, and then our band is Tombstoner. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Such a
I had
dumbass,
to
dude.
clarify it, but what the name of my fucking band was, as if you guys didn't know. But we were like talking to Jason in the hallway. Jesse came out, and then there's these two drunk fucking idiots that they had brought with them.
Oh God.
They know who they are. Trevor from Black Dahlia, R.I.P., and Dave Davidson from Evocation come walking around the corner, and these two, we were just like, yo, I think that's Trevor from Black Dahlia Murder. Just like averting eyes because we were like fucking fangirls at the time, and then all of a sudden, these two.
Put it closer to
These
you,
two fucking idiots are like, oh, bro, yo, oh, like, bro, I can't even remember what the fuck they said. Just the stupidest shit you're ever gonna hear in your life. And then Trevor was like, cool, I want to leave now, like shit like that. And then the kicker was Thomas sees Dave walking by. He's like, hey, you play guitar?
That's not what happened.
I know.
We went. We saw him walking, and our drummer goes, "Yo, Revocation, we got tickets to your show next month." He's like, "Sick! You should come see my band Gargoyle." I was like, "You play guitar in that band?"
Like no, he plays drums.
No, like I don't know, dude. Sometimes people start side projects. It's like, "Yo, I've always loved piano. I want to play banjo in a bluegrass band." You don't know.
Hold on.
But then again, that's like asking fucking Eddie Van Halen if he's gonna play guitar in another project. You know, it's just all right, whatever. I'm dumb.
There was a
Uh-huh.
picture. There's a picture somewhere of all of us with. It's gonna take me a minute to find it, but from that night, there's a picture of those two drunk idiots just standing next to
Yeah, I
Trevor.
got
They're
it
like,
right
we
here.
need the
Yo,
picture.
damn, I got it right here.
We need the picture, and then they're just. Trevor's like, "Cool, can I leave?"
Man, please send over that to us. You need to send that picture to us. Oh man, I want to talk. So obviously we talked about your music a lot. What are your like hobbies and interests outside of Tombstoner? What do you get up to for fun?
Drinking.
Same, bro. We're from the UK. We do a lot of it.
I mean, drinking. Video games.
I do tattoos. So
Oh, yeah, he's a tattooer.
I do tattoos. I do the tattooties and
Tattoodles.
the tattoodles. So it's like between that and this, I have no room for hobbies. I'm serious all the time. No, I'm kidding. It's drinking.
To be fair, like I appreciate the honesty because whenever someone asks me my hobbies, I always go, yeah, see you and friends. What I actually mean is I just get really drunk with my friends.
Drinking.
Yeah.
on the weekend.
Yeah, I like going to bars. I like going to shows. I like going to places where me and my friends can get really drunk.
Mate, it is the best. It is genuinely the best.
What do you say is the ideal like New York night out? So if you were gonna plan like a night from start to finish, what would it consist of?
Drinking.
Yeah, no. So we're gonna have all the fellas show up at our house at 4 o'clock. We're gonna we're gonna polish off a 36 rack of Coors Light between 9 people, and then we're gonna head wherever we're going with another 36 rack of something else. And then I don't usually get past that point until we figure it out. It ends with hitting the halal truck at like 4 o'clock in the morning, though.
I'm like a bit of a homebody. The perfect night out for me is when people come to me and then we do the drinking here.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Dan's boring.
I do that as well, mate. Yeah.
No, I absolutely love being the host and getting them as fucked up as possible, and then just being like, "And now you can leave."
That's what you did to me like 2 weeks ago.
Your car keys are waiting for you at the door. No, I'm kidding. I don't condone drunk.
Yeah,
Get a
it's just something
taxi
so
and-
fun about it. It's like now he's in the wild. I wonder if he'll get home.
Yeah, well,
Yo, has anyone seen Dan? Nah, he's been walking up.
You send out a Hail Mary text. You're like, "Hey, did you make it home?" And then like they'll answer you at like 4:30 in the morning. Like, I don't know.
Everyone always gets home though.
Oh man, I have like I went out once with one of my friends, and he was talking to like two girls, and like these girls were like, "Oh no, but we won't leave until like we know Nathan's home safe," and like he went, "Trust me, I've seen this guy in worse states than this, and he's still gone home." Like,
You're gonna be waiting a while.
yeah, this guy's getting home. Trust me.
The guarantee is that he will get home. The not guarantee is what time that will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the time is relative. You know what I mean? Like the time is a relative thing. Like, I'm getting there. I just don't know when. Like,
Or how.
yeah, I'll piece it together as I go along. If I have to walk, I'll do it. If it's a taxi, I'll do it.
Dude, those drunk walks are the best. I walked a half hour home once. And it's only 3 houses down.
Drunk walks.
Man.
I wish there was like a camera that would follow you and like
Yeah.
watch it back to you. Because
Dude,
like,
I'm a
I'd
wanderer.
love to see it.
When I get hammered, I'm a wanderer. I like to go see what's going on, but never like around people. I just go wander somewhere else, and like I'll find a cool bug or something, and I'll just stare at it or some bullshit. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I just like walking around, finding shit.
I remember like I think a few years ago, I was on like a night out in this place called Sheffield. It's quite near to where we are in Leeds. But like I was on a night out and I got so drunk, I didn't even know what city I was in. And I was like following the road signs. I was like, "Where the fuck am I?" And it took me like 3 hours to find my way back. I was like, "Oh yeah, shit, I'm in Sheffield." Okay. Like, oh my god, I was terrified, but also enjoying the adventure as well.
No,
I
Brad
remember
takes
we were in
drinking
Cleveland
too
on the
long.
last tour, and I woke up thinking I was in Staten Island. I was like, where the fuck am I? That was fun. You're in Detroit, motherfucker.
I agree with what Nathan said. I think like definitely like when you host pre-drinks at your own place, it's so much better. Because the last time I went to Nathan's, I remember you gave me that Japanese whiskey and you were pouring some. They
Oh,
weren't
I
doubles. They
loved
were
it.
like half. They were half
loved
measures
it.
of whiskey. I didn't even know where I was by the end, and
Yeah,
so I had to
because
get
like,
home.
because I got this whiskey. I was like, "Oh, do you want to try some, Brad?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah." So I gave him one with no mixer. He drank that. I was like, "Okay." I was like, he was like, "Can I get another one?" And like, as he kept drinking, like he just started devolving into like a fucking straight up caveman. Like it started going, "Oh, can I have another one, please?" And by the end of it, it was like whiskey. He was just like just completely out of it. It got to the point where like everyone went, "Oh yeah, Brad, are you staying any longer?" And his girlfriend went, before he could even speak, went, "No, he's going home." Like,
And then a half hour later, he just magically appeared again.
yeah. But to be fair, thank God Carol there, because that would one time I was like thinking, if it was just me and him, I don't think he'd actually get home.
I'd still be there now.
Yeah, I think I'd just see a missing poster like a week later, being like, "Oh shit, guess the podcast is over." Like,
Yo, wait, hold on. I want to ask you a serious question because I have just grown a very large affinity for this brand of drink. Do you guys get Arizona hard teas out where you are?
no,
Is that
no,
the the soft drink in like the big can?
It's so
Yeah.
yeah. So that's like the
dollar
the non-alcoholic Arizona is like the America's special because there's that high fructose corn syrup that's not allowed anywhere else but here. But they pump it into a tall boy about this size, right? So everybody was like, "I wonder how we can make this more American." So we put alcohol in it, and they're fucking awesome. So I
Oh
hope
man, I'm
one
so
day-
jealous.
One day
Yeah.
it's just iced tea with like I don't know. It's probably just malt, right?
Yeah, it's just more like
Yeah. So it's just iced tea with malt in it. They're dangerous.
Yeah,
Like,
the
I
Arizona,
was always like, huh?
we've got like the Arizona iced tea over here, and it isn't like the American section. It's just like basically a massive can of iced tea, it's just full of sugar, but it's so nice. So I can only imagine that how amazing that must be with alcohol in it as
Dude.
well.
Dude, they're fucking awesome. As like I always used to make fun of when I was younger. Like, you don't drink 92 proof, like you're a bitch. Like, but no, like now I'm just like, yo, those are so sweet and delicious, and I love them, and they're very dangerous.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, I
the
was
worst
sick
thing
with
that
it,
we've
and for
got
like
in
an hour, I
the
polished off 7, and I was like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
They're like 5%.
I think the worst things that we've got in the UK is because we're obviously in Europe, we can get like Polish beer, but like we can get like you can get it very easily, and
Right.
Polish beer, mate, it is unbelievable. I once killed an entire 6-pack of this Polish beer, right? It wasn't until like I'm like
Okay.
I shouldn't be this drunk off a 6-pack, and so I looked at back, I was like 7% on a beer. I was there like that's what. So I'm just like,
And it probably tasted good too.
oh, bro, it tasted fucking amazing.
They do,
Like,
yeah.
that is my before I go out and I want to get like a little bit of a buzz. That's the beer I'll drink. I'll have
I
a
have
Yeah,
to
you
find
can't go to a bar sober unless you're a nerd, you know.
I have to find a picture for you. There was one point in time that me and Mr. Wet Socks, that has been a recurring point of this conversation, we decided that it would be a good idea. What is 64 would be 27 each, right? Yeah, so I had 64 Coors Light to burn through.
They had the 72 Coors
Yeah.
Lights.
So we decided that
236 racks, brother.
27 each in the span of an hour and a half was a good idea, and I just want to show you what I looked like after said 27 Coors Lights in half an hour.
Fucking idiot.
Let me see. Hold on. Oh wait, I got some ways to go. It was in 2021. I'm almost there. But yeah, 27 regardless of who you are is fucking wild.
Yeah, 27 of any alcohol is insanely wild.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't,
for a Coors Light. Like,
Oh, dude, like people like go Coors Light, and I'm like, yeah, all right, it's still 4.7%, asshole. Drink 27 and tell me you're okay after.
whores don't get cold, brother.
Yeah, I also have that shirt.
Coors Light made a shirt.
No, hold on, we're getting there. It's a very nice picture of myself, I have to admit.
Nice. I also like bird watching.
Yeah, bird watching's pretty fun.
in fact, the older I've gotten, the more I actually appreciate bird watching. I kind of get it. It's kind of tranquil. You know what I mean?
Dude, I fucking love birds.
It's usually
bro.
good when you got the spins and you're just up, Billy.
I fucking love birds, dude.
Dan's a bird.
Yeah,
He's a big
honestly, I
bird.
think I'm burning too much time trying to find this.
Yeah, we
picture. Let's move
call
on.
Dan is a big bird from
Wait,
Sesame
wait,
Street.
I got
We
it.
call him Big Bitch.
Big bitch.
There you go.
I don't know. If
Yo, he
can
looks
see
like
that.
Vinny from fucking.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god.
Dude, there's no one home. There's nobody home. And hold on. This is the other. This is Sir Wet Socks. This is from his angle.
Fucking idiots.
Right there, he is fucked up as hell. No one's home. And then hold on, I have one more for you. There's Thomas. He died.
Oh hell yeah.
Whatever. Nice.
That's amazing.
Nice. Just plaster pictures of me sleeping on the internet.
This is a metal podcast. We're making a mockery out of the genre with all this talk about beer.
Oh
Nah,
man,
man,
that's
I'm
how we
enjoying
roll. That is how we roll. To be fair. Yeah.
Hey, man.
I'm kidding. I love
I
beer.
mean,
Beer's awesome.
you can't take metal seriously. Go play jazz, dude.
Exactly.
I could be composing a fucking classical orchestra, and I'm still gonna drink 27 Coors Light.
27 cores, brother.
I'll be up there like, yeah, brother, you do this.
For the next Tombstoner album, I think I want to like make every song have numbers in it. You know, like 27 cores, brother. 30 lashings. You know, the dumb shit.
Definitely
I'm done, man.
opposite.
I'm done. We've got one more question for you guys, and
I
it's
didn't
quite
think I
fair.
wasn't even there. I didn't talk to nobody.
So, if you were in a zombie apocalypse and you were trapped with only your bandmates, which member would you be most reliant on, and which member we'd be least reliant on, and why?
Well, I'll tell you the first thing. We're throwing Jesse right to the wolves.
Yeah. I'm gonna use Jesse as a lure for the zombies to get myself to survive.
I mean, it would probably consist of me and Dan fighting each other until we just decided to, until we finally inevitably got eaten by zombies. Really,
like I don't. Is nobody an option?
yeah.
We'll take
We
it.
definitely need an outside. We definitely need an outside.
Yeah, can we recruit like a different band to help us out?
Yeah.
You wanna make sure
Can we
don't
get
die?
Garrett from Mole to help us?
Like we would fucking find a way to make the zombie like ugh, funny. We would
Yeah.
look, it's our album cover.
Yeah, we'd be like, it's like laughing like idiots, and trying to just be like, hey, let's hit the liquor store, dude. There's no one there now.
You know what? I'll start a fight. I don't even think they're gonna watch this. Me and you are the survivors. The other two ain't fucking surviving nothing. I'll start the fight. I don't give a shit.
Hey, man. Yeah, no, zombie apocalypse. I think I'd definitely be in the first wave of people killed before they realize there's a zombie apocalypse going on. It'd be like, hey, why is that guy on my lawn? Hey, get out of here! And he'd bite me, and I'm out. You know, I'm one of those guys. Act first, ask questions later.
Since I can't pick myself, I think you're looking at the two people that I would probably bring with me.
Yeah.
To be fair though, it's an honest answer, because like I think like most people will think about, most dudes will think about it and they're like, I'll do this, I'll like get a gun, I'll do this. But 90% of us, we all know we're fucked. I know I'm fucked.
Like,
I know
what-
instantly I'm fucked.
Dude, am I fucking Rambo out here? No, I'm fucking Dan from Tombstoner. I'm just gonna be like, oh fuck, this fucking zombies. What the fuck am I gonna do now?
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
I won't even die to a zombie. I reckon I'd just get trampled somewhere. You know, like not
Yeah,
even to,
right,
like a
by other
zombie.
people.
Yeah, just trying to escape the area.
That's the lamest death.
Yeah, you get hit by a car while you're trying to run.
Yeah, I'd be the fucking moron to find an oil slick in a zombie apocalypse and hit it in my car and fucking spin out of control and die in a car accident on a fucking
it's like-
zombie apocalypse.
Comically in like a fucking cartoon or something, slip on a banana peel.
Or like be like
Spot
one of those
man.
guys where it's like, I reckon these berries are edible. And instantly die.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I didn't even think of that. No, I got a food allergy. Bro, I got a fucking food allergy. I'd probably kill myself with food because there's not enough of a chance to eat. Imagine you're in a zombie apocalypse and you're like, I gotta read the back of this can.
Yo,
You'll be 4 stores and you gotta fucking read the ingredients.
you'll be like
That's
hiding
one
out in the
can you
mall
found.
with a bunch of people, and then like the zombies get in. And it's like, yeah, I can make that jump. Could make that jump.
If
Man, I feel like
fucked
I
around
better
and
smoke.
found out.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like my look so bad. I'd be like walking down and like a piano that falls out of a window and it's me or something. Just the most unrealistic death.
Yeah, no, like make it even a little even more realistic. Like an air conditioner falls from like an
Yeah.
abandoned like 8th floor window, and you're just like, all right, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna flank him from the back. Boom! They're like, oh fuck,
We're like hiding
Brad's
out.
dead.
We're hiding out in New York City in like a tall ass skyscraper, and it's been 8 years, and it just collapses from lack of maintenance.
Like, oh fuck, Brad's dead.
Oh damn!
Or like
That
step
was
on like an uneven bit of pavement, fuck up your
Yeah,
ankle.
yeah,
Like,
right.
that's me. That's me. Go.
He's walking off a curb.
Oh, someone needs to make that into a
I'll
film.
be hiding out
I
well,
gotta
and I'll
pee.
just get like.
Yo, I gotta pee real quick. Give me 1 second. I was holding it
Yep,
for so
no
long.
worries. I'm back.
Did everything come out okay?
Yeah, man. Smooth sailing, man. Steady
You made
stream.
peepees too.
I know
Hell
it was
yeah.
it was synchronized pissing. It's like the first time it's happened on the podcast.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We're breaking records here.
It's dueling pissing.
We're setting milestones.
But yeah, that was the last question. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, guys. It's been great to talk
Yeah,
about the
man.
album, but it's honestly been a laugh. Like probably one of the funniest episodes we've done in a while.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, if you guys are in the UK, yeah, we'll come have some drinks with you boys.
As soon as Uncle Sam wants to surrender my passport, I'm down.
Hell yeah.
All
It's been
right,
sick, man.
fellas. Is that it?
Yeah,
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 that's it, man. Thank you so much, and see you later.